Let us see the third method of weighted index number, that is Fisher's ideal index number. Here, Fisher's ideal index number came from the name of Professor Irving Fisher, who has introduced this method. Also, this method is called as ideal index number. Ideal because we can see that this method basically satisfies time reversal and factor reversal test. These two tests are the test for consistency, and we can say how much accurate or how much consistent the index is given by P01 of f. F stands for Fisher's method is equal to the geometric mean of Laspeyres method. So we can say that summation of P1 Q0 by summation of P0 Q0 into Paasche method, that is summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q1 into 100. We can also call it as the GM of L into P into 100, where we are only taking the variable terms from Laspeyres, also terms for Paasche, and then we are multiplying it with 100. So this is how we calculate Fisher's method. In Laspeyres method, we saw that Q1 was neglected, whereas in Pasche's method, we saw Q0 is neglected. Here, in Fisher's method, we are basically doing the combination of both, so that all the data, that is P1, P0, Q0, Q1, all the data are taken into consideration. Hence, we say this as an ideal index method. So now let us understand how to find index number using Fisher's method with the help of an illustration. The question is to compute Fisher's index number for the year 2016. So since Fisher's index number we are mentioned to find of 2016, this forms our current year. Items A to D, price already P0, Q0 and P1, Q1 is given. So let us put the values. Let us find Q1, Q0's product, all the individual products, then we are going to substitute it in the formula. So these are the required things. We need P1 Q0, we need P0 Q0, we need P1 Q1 and P0 Q1. So let us multiply and put into the values. So our P1 is 40, 40 into Q0 is 8. So 40 into 8 we get 320. Similarly 60 into 10, 600, 15 into 15, 750, 20 into 20, 400. The next column says to get the value of P0 Q0, this is P0 Q0. 20 into 8 we get 160, 50 into 10 we get 500. Similarly, we have to calculate all the other required values. Now as we have the data, now we are going to substitute into our formula. Our formula says to find P01 of f, that is under root of summation of P1 Q0 by summation of P0 Q0 into summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q1, which is into 100. Also we have summed it, so that we need the summation part. So let us substitute. So P1 Q0 gives 2070 divided by what is P0 Q0, 1460 into 1790 1220, which is into 100. 1.417 into 1.467, which is into 100. The answer is 144.17. So here, dear students, even though we are doing L into P into 100, we are not including the part of 100, that is multiplied by 100, which we had in Laspeyres. Here we are only taking the part of variables here. So while calculating, do not get confused. Also, we are using the square root only within this boundary. 100 is multiplied. After we get the answer, we are going to multiply it with 100. So hence we got 144 as the answer of this question. This is how we need to find index number using Fisher's ideal index. Let us quickly see the merits and limitations of Fisher's index number. It is constructed through geometric mean. Yes, dear students, geometric mean is considered as the most suitable average. That is the most accurate average you will be getting with the help of geometric mean. So that is why, and since we are using the same method in Fisher's, we are calling it as the most suitable average. The second method says that uses all possible data. P1, P0, Q0 and Q1. We are using all the possible data which are available to us. The third point is satisfies time factor and reversal factor. Satisfies time and factor reversal test. This is basically known as the consistency test. Hence, we say that Fisher's method satisfies time and factor reversal test. Fourth point is both current year and base year are considered. Now let us quickly see the limitations. Limitations says that it is difficult to calculate since there are lot of measures or lot of products involving or lot of data involving. So we say that it is difficult to calculate. Second point states that it needs current data relating to price and quantity every time an index is constructed. Whenever we construct an indexes, what a real time indexes, we need to have all the current possible data and that of prices and quantities. It is only a hybrid of Laspere and Pasche method. This ends with the merits and limitations. Thank you.